I got 2 packages in the mail today, and I think a number of you are going to be very excited to see what's inside of here. So let's take a closer look. I don't know which is all part of the fun surprise. So we'll open this one first. Ah, yes. So this is the second of the 2 orders. Both are quite small, as you probably gathered by the packaging. A lot of familiar things, but some new stuff too. I bought this guy out of his collection of sand purple, which I just can't help myself from doing. So these, of course, are the 2x4 as opposed to the 3x4 tube connections from Life on Mars in a discontinued color, sand purple. And then these were a pretty good price, by my reckoning at least. 2x6 bricks in dark red. I'm hoping to get to another nether biome very soon. But this is where the real good stuff is. Because this guy, I don't know how or where he got it from, but he had a used version of the Llama Village, a set that came out at the time of recording this just a couple months ago, right? That was amazing to see. There's hardly any of these on Bricklink to begin with, but to see a used one in the US was particularly strange to me. The minifigures that he had from the set, the villagers, for example, were about $10 to $12 a piece, but these guys were much cheaper. So I got the 2 llama heads that are exclusive to that set. I have extras of their noses from my copy, so I'll just plop those on there and those will be good to go. But the reason I even found this right away is because I check every morning to see if someone has uploaded an affordable pink sheep, and sure enough, here it was. It was just over $1. I think it was $1.03 perhaps. Ludicrously cheap. This is exclusive to a $120 set. So yes, I will be picking these up if they show up that cheap. And it's supposedly used, but I mean, at most it was used for 2 months before being put on Bricklink. So it's in, as far as I'm concerned, perfect condition. This is a great find. I also picked up Blast Furnace, which he must have got from that set as well. These are just legs for the sheep. That's just a single 2x2 dark brown tile. I ordered 6 from him, but he was missing 5, so his inventory was very inaccurate, but that's whatever. Because I did get some grass support from people, I went ahead and ordered these bad boys for $1 a piece from him. He only had 6, but hey, you gotta take these things when you can get them. They are not cheap. I'm almost certain LEGO is going to start producing this in the new mold, in this color at some point. We're getting a lot of plant recolors this year, and I expect to be getting more next year as well. But anyway, this was a success. Finding these used cheap blew my mind. But I'm very happy that worked out that way. So then we got this box. This one's got some exciting stuff in it too. This order began, at least, much like the previous did, in that I was looking for new Minecraft figures at a good price. Oh my gosh, that's all that was in this box. That's insane. This was probably unnecessary, but hey, shipping cost remains consistent for me, so whatever works for him. So yeah, there's really not much going on here. I've talked about it a few times before, but I am trying to build up that collection of the player skins. So I believe this guy came in the training ground set from last year. He had him for a good price. Yeah, it's a good looking figure. I really like this. Yeah, I like all the printing. This is solid. Stuff around the back too. So that's a cool one to have, actually. I like this more than I thought. It's quite satisfying. Sweet. Then in here we got all sorts of fun stuff. So I noticed when I was going through the seller's page that he had instructions for the Ice Castle, which is one of the sets I did not decide to purchase. On Bricklink, for whatever reason, that set has not been inventoried. It might be inventoried now. Certainly by the time you're watching it, it should be inventoried. But basically, this piece, which is exclusive to that set, technically could not be sold on Bricklink yet because it didn't exist in their catalog. And so this is an exclusive terracotta tile that's featured in that set. And so I messaged the guy and said, hey, would you happen to have this tile? You set the price, I'll buy it. And so sure enough, they said, yeah, we have it. And even though it's not on Bricklink, we'll just add an extra charge to your invoice and bill you for it and send it your way. And so this is the only thing I really cared about from that set at all. And here they are. And they look awesome. These are really, really cool. And now I don't have to buy that set. That's a $50 set. So these came out to, I'm guessing I probably paid a lot more than what it's going to end up averaging on Bricklink. I know the white terracotta tile goes for about 50 cents. This one cost me 90 cents a piece just to get it, not to have to worry about it. It's worth it for me just because I want to use these in the Minecraft layout at some point. So that's special. He had this, which is one of the OG villagers, which I'm very partial to. I think it was $5 without the legs, and I'm sure I have short legs somewhere in my collection that I can get in here, or I can pick them up pretty cheap. So I'm always happy to get more villagers. They are forever my favorite. Got 2 doggo heads here as well. Those are great. And then all sorts of Eyes of Ender, which are exclusive to that original Stronghold set from 2015, probably. It's an oldie now, in dire need of a remake. But these are always fun to have, and they were quite affordable, so I decided to pick those up. And then this. So obviously a while back I made an Iron Golem tutorial, and I did not have this 2x3 printed piece. This is nice. I'm definitely going to substitute it out for my 2x2 and 1x2. I think it's got a more unique print obviously on it and more consistent. You don't have that seam down the side here. So that was just good to have. Wasn't all that expensive. Here, these are the Micro Mob Steve faces and Steve eyes. So what's interesting about these is that I saw people have used this as a shulker, a little head inside. And I really liked that idea, so I thought I'd buy those, but I don't know. I have the Steve mustache piece too. So I have a good collection of those going out. But the main reason for this entire order was this. I've been waiting for this to drop below $7. And I'm like, the first one that does, I'm gonna make sure I get it because they tend to fly off Bricklink pretty fast. So this, of course, is the snowy variant of the villager that is exclusive for now to the bakery set. And his price has been pretty high, especially in the US. All US sellers are trying to sell him for $7 and above. I think I got him for $6.25. It's not pretty, especially for a character that comes in a currently available $25 set, but hey, it's all right. Now, something unrelated to a Bricklink haul that might be interesting is that I managed to find a Facebook Marketplace haul that had the bakery, the abandoned in quotes mine, and then also the small $10 coral reef set, all for $25. This set, again, that just came out, this is confused me, and all are in fantastic condition. So I have, in addition to all these, I have obviously the bulk of the kits as well, but I decided to pull all the figures as that's really what I was most interested in. So this was just a phenomenal deal for sets that, by my judgment, have hardly been played with, hardly touched. So that means I did get another one of these villagers for dirt cheap, as well as a goat, which are also pretty expensive on the aftermarket right now. Some more crafting tables are always great. Spider, cake, creepers even aren't all that cheap. Steve and Alex, bread, slimes. Slimes tend to be really expensive. So that was just a great lineup of stuff for $25. Made me quite happy. It's another order. So this one primarily was ordered for the remaining parts for episode 11 of the Minecraft series. And the parts that I specifically needed are these 1x2 in blue, because those are what I'm using for the sensors. And I only had 2 of them, but I wanted to make more sensors. For other interesting things we got here, this is another Piglin figure. He was a reasonable price. These are such great figs. I love that custom molded head. But as I eventually do more and other stuff, that'll be useful. They also had a great price on their fire pieces, I thought. So I bought them out of that. They're like 60-some cents for this really specialized, not too common piece. So that's great. Some jack-o'-lanterns, and then I got some Micro Mob stuff. So 2 nether things. We got the gas, which I actually didn't have before, and then another zombie pigman, which is pretty cool. Okay, that is disgusting. There's like some gunk in there, so that's... Might complain about that, to be totally honest. That's really gross. Yeah. I usually don't get pieces like that, so that actually does stand out quite a bit. That's unfortunate. Ew. That's gross. Not cool. Dark brown. These are probably the new dark brown, and then there's used dark brown in here. Dark blue, since I use so much for the water. Ice spikes need some of the, medium blue. Another insectoids piece in there. And then I did get one other figure too, whose condition I'm a little worried about too, since I believe he came in the same set as the Killer Bunny. It's definitely all right. This guy was pretty cheap. I think he was less than $3, probably $2.50 for this. Just building up the collection. A lot of random stuff in this one. Again, it was just a small order. Wanted to get some extra stuff to justify the shipping, and that's what it came out to. So yeah, there's the insectoid piece. Doesn't it look so cool in the light? I love those. So yeah, I need one of those to complete a set. That's what that is. That's all I got there. One last package. This one should be a little exciting at the very least. I'll hit the figs last. I'm gonna pull them off to the side. All right, so great ice color. This is trans medium blue 2x2 regular bricks. They're always fun to pick up. They only came in a handful of Minecraft sets. I believe 4. I had to correct myself in the previous video. Can I get them all? The snow hideout, the mountain cave, the ice spikes, probably the polar igloo. That's my guess. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't come in a lot of sets. Color may actually be, in fact, discontinued, as I've not seen it in a number of years. More 2x2s, this time in dark brown and medium blue. And then in here, more trans purple for amethyst. We're getting closer. I need more cheese slopes, I think, more than anything else. These are probably used dark brown bricks. Always good to have. Some 2x2 brown tiles. I actually ran out of those when I was building the pillager outpost. We got some sand red pieces. Probably all of these are very familiar to you at this point. Modified 1x2 plates and a single 1x3 slope. Gotta love it. And these pieces will come into play later, so I'm gonna leave them out for now. Don't think too hard on that one, that's for sure. All right, so there's a lot more 2x2 tiles in here in both dark brown and reddish brown. You also see we got some Minecraft horse heads. These are from the horse stable set. They were very affordable, so I thought I'd pick them up. And these are just to finish up that ice spikes biome, which I'm planning to do soon. More ice spike stuff. But in here, there's some fun stuff. I've held off buying the phantoms for a long time. They freak me out, but yeah, you gotta have the LEGO versions of them. The LEGO versions, I think the designers did a great job with them. So it uses this one printed piece and then a bunch of other dark blue pieces, which I am slowly collecting here. I have the rest on hand, so I'm hoping to build up 2 phantoms. And they had one of the notorious cats. Guys, I'm telling you, you gotta pick these up. I'm getting them all, and they're gonna be like $30 in a few years.
Don't say that, they're your competition.
I've warned him in 2 videos already. Gotta get your cats. I have enough cats, I can retire early. I did a custom polar bear, and I needed this piece in white. I temporarily substituted it out for light bluish gray, but it definitely looks better with a white one. So I got 2 white ones of those for my own polar bears, which is really exciting. So that's all that stuff. And then I got a number of Minecraft figures as well, which I'm sure everyone will be interested in. Now this one was noted having a scratch under the eye and was discounted because of it. I believe this came with a pillager outpost set. It's a cool skin. There is indeed a scratch under the eye. You probably can pick it up, it's right there. I don't know what the price of this thing was, but it was much cheaper than I'm used to seeing this figure. I want to say it was $3 even. So I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll take that. I'm not picky. I'm kind of picky, but I'm not that picky. So that's a good one. Because again, I'm trying to get more player skins. Another player skin I got. This one isn't even assembled. Wow. So this is, I believe, called the Pilot. It's from the Sky Tower set, same set that came with the Phantoms. This figure is very cool. Got a unique torso and face print there. It also comes with the Elytra netherite legs and a netherite helmet. So lots of good stuff going on. But yeah, that's a cool skin in my opinion. And Elytra is fun to have too. Now this fig was like $225, I'm pretty sure. So we're getting real cheap at this point. So I was like, whatever, put it in the cart. So this is the Dragon Slayer from the most recent end set, you know, the most recent of two, the one not released in 2014, that is. But this one is fun because technically has a printed leg for a, I assume, tear in the pants there. Oh, and a creeper print around the back. That's kind of fun. I'm not sure if that's representing a backpack or a parachute or what's going on there, but it's fun. Again, a more unique player head skin, as most of them tend to be the same texture reused over and over again, just with different hair colors. So I do like these a lot more. And then I was surprised to find this seller also had a husk. It's not in great shape, but I mean, nothing's cracked. There's some scratches on the face is all. This is a pretty rare figure. A very boring figure, don't get me wrong, but rare nonetheless, and that's why I like it. Yeah, that's all. Another big Minecraft haul, because I can't get enough of that stuff. I'm obsessed, and I'm sure a lot of you are too. So I hope you enjoyed, learned something about these guys. Pick up those cats, yo. I'm slowly amassing a cat army. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I promise I'll put it to use. I'm not just hoarding them to resell. I'm not that type of person, I think. Anyway, my wife chuckles. She knows where my stash is. Have a great life. See you later.